Yo, what's going on? We live. Might as well get to it. Let's see. Oh, that's way better. Yeah, might as well get to it. What is so much hurt? But I wanna go ahead. I'm trying to wait for a few people to come in so we can go ahead and pray. I got the lesson together. Got my notes. Got everything ready. Let's see. Go ahead to then. Got my chicken. Finna demolish this. Finna demolish that chicken. Yeah, let's go ahead and start off. I'm about to go ahead and pray. I feel like there's another word that we all should receive for the night, and those that stay home, just sit back, listen to the word, and if you don't understand it, I'm definitely gonna read the notes. That's all at the bottom of the page, and yes, I'll put my input into it as well, and how it can relate to today. Um, so, Father God, I thank you for everyone who's going to be tuning into this live, those, even the ones that don't, just continue to watch over them, continue to give them understanding, show yourself, Lord, and everything that you do, any situation that they may be in, that you just reveal yourself, because you are real and you are a healer and you are a way maker. And you've been giving us grace and mercy for so many years, Lord, and we know your time is coming soon. So continue to allow that sign to continue to show up so that way people can know the time that we're in. And for those who don't understand and know you, we just pray that somebody will be changed today on this live, somewhere around the world, wherever they may be, or wherever they may be scrolling it, that they'll just see this in the algorithm and that you just have your way. We thank you in Jesus' name, pray, man. Uh, so I'm gonna go ahead and start reading because I believe the last time we did read everything, I believe I knocked out chapter 22. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and read the whole chapter 23 along with the notes, and then what I do, I just go back and read all the notes for 20 chapter 23, and then we'll be done. And then I'm gonna go into discussion. It says a call for justice. This is Exodus 23, and it says, "You must not pass along false rumors. You must not cooperate with evil people by lying on the witness stand. Said you must not follow the crowd in doing wrong. When you are called to testify in a dispute, do not be swayed by the crowd to twist justice, and do not slant your testimony in favor of a person just because that person is poor. If you come upon your enemy's ox or donkey that has strayed away, take it back to its owner. If you see that the donkey of someone who hates you has collapsed under its load, do not walk by. Instead stop and help. In a lawsuit, you must not deny justice to the poor, but be sure never to charge anyone falsely with evil. Never sentence an innocent or blameless person to death, for I never declare a guilty person to be innocent. Take no bribes, for a bribe makes you ignore something that you clearly see. A bribe makes even a righteous person twist the truth. You must not oppress foreigners. You know what it's like to be a foreigner for yourself. We were once foreigners in the land of Egypt. Plant and harvest your crops for 6 years, but let the land be renewed and lie uncultivated during the seventh year. Then let the poor among you harvest whatever grows on its own. Leave the rest for wild animals to eat. The same applies to the vineyard and olive groves. You have 6 days each for your ordinary work, but on the seventh day you must stop working. This gives your ox and your donkey a chance to rest. It also allows your slaves and foreigners living among you to be refreshed. Pay close attention to all my instructions. You must not call on the name of other gods. And it says, do not even speak their names. It says, right here, titled Three Annual Festivals. Each year you must celebrate the three festivals in my honor. First, celebrate the festival of unleavened bread. For 7 days, the bread you eat must be made without yeast, just as I commanded you. Celebrate this uh, festival. Yeah, this celebrate this festival. Yeah, this festival annually at the appointed time in early spring in the month of Abib. For for this is the anniversary of your departure from Egypt. No one may appear before me without an offering. Second, celebrate the festival of harvest when you bring me the first crop of your harvest. Finally, celebrate the festival of the final harvest at the end of the harvest season when you have harvested all your crops from your field. At these three each year, every man in Israel must appear before the sovereign, the Lord. You must not offer the blood of my sacrificial offerings with any baked goods containing yeast, and do not leave the fat from the festival offerings until next morning. As you harvest your crop, bring the best of your first harvest to the house of the Lord your God. You must not cook a young goat in in its mother's milk. Yeah, we in here. Let's keep it going. I promise to the Lord's presence. See, I am sending an angel before you to protect you on your journey and lead you safely to the place I have prepared for you. Pay close attention to him and obey his instructions. Do not rebel against him, for he is my representative, and he will not forgive your rebellion. But if you are careful to obey him, following my instructions, then I'll be an enemy to your enemies, and I will oppose those who oppose you. For my angel will go before you and bring you into the land of the Amorites, Hittites, Parasite, Parasites. Sound like I said parasite. Parasites, Canaanites, Hivites, and Jebusites. So you may live there, and I will destroy them completely. You must not worship the gods of these nations, or serve them in any way, or imitate their evil practices. Instead, you must utterly destroy them and smash their sacred pillars. You must serve only the Lord your God. If you do, I will bless you with food and water, and I will protect you from illness. It said there will be no miscarriage. It said there will be no miscarriages or infertility in your land, and I will give you long, full lives. I will send my terror ahead of you and create panic among all the people whose land you invade. I will make all your enemies turn and run. I will send terror ahead of you to divide out the Hivites, Canaanites, and Hittites, but I will not drive them out in a single year, because the land would become desolate and the animals would multiply and threaten you. I would drive them out a little at a time until your population has increased enough to take possessions of the land. I will fix your boundaries from the Red Sea to the Medi- Me- Meridian Sea, and from the eastern wilderness to the Euphrates River. And I will hand over to you the people now living in the land, and you would drive them out ahead of you. And then lastly, make no treaties with them or their gods. They must not live in your land, or they will cause you to sin against me. If you serve their gods, you will be caught in the trap of idolatry. Wow, that was good. So yeah, the Lord is definitely giving him instructions, and that was good. So let's go into the notes so we can go ahead and try to tackle all this and dissect everything that we read. So it says from verse 23 to 1 through 8. This section is basically an expansion of 20 verse 16, which prohibits false testimony. The truth eventually comes out. See First Timothy 5:24 through 25. So honestly, it is not the only right. It is not only the right policy, but also the smart one. If someone seems to be getting away with lies for a time, that person must still answer to God. Exodus 23 and verse 7, that in the end he will be held accountable. Wow. Uh, and then here we go. Also, by the way, too, for everybody who's part of this, uh, oh yeah, the entire music industry is being hacked. Wow. I'm gonna look into that too, cause I want to talk about that too, cause it ties into something that I was reading about what they already doing. Um, and which relates to this time. But yeah, and everybody too who hangs on to the last part of this, I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm gonna do. Um, Probably tomorrow, because I want to read something to y'all. It's actually part of a different type of project, so I got a treat for y'all. Um, let me see. So chapter 23, verse 10 through 19, that God gave instructions concerning Sabbath regulations. See 20, chapter 20, verse 8 through 11, and annual festivals for several reasons. Said first, these events were a time of worship, faith, and renewed commitment to God. Second, they were objects. They were object lessons that pictured important spiritual truths for God's people. Third, they were times for rest. They protected God's people from overwork and imbalance. These events were designed to strengthen the people's health spiritually, emotionally, physically. We also need regular times of worship, reflection, and rest. Yep, that was exactly what that was explaining. And then chapter 23, 20 through 26, God promised the Israelites the protection of his angel and the instructions necessary for living wisely as they journey towards the promised land. As we enter a new way of life, God does the same for us. He is also able to lead and protect us in ways we will never know about. And he has given us his word, which contains instructions for living according to his plan. If we do as he says and look to him for help, we will experience the fulfillment of his promises. And then over here, let's see. Then this last one. We got the last one. Let me fix my light. It's chapter 23, 32 through 33. The temptations of life within the promised land serves as a vivid illustration of how proper standards and boundaries can be tragically forgotten. The Israelites were warned about the tendency to make a good, clean start, but then they but then compromise values and goals. They were warned not to make treaties with the people of the land. They were to push them out, replace them with communities of their own. it is easy to make a good start, then compromise, allowing certain little practices to go unchecked. It said, yeah, in the end, these things will spell disaster, eroding the new lives we have started to build. Wow. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right there. Um, yeah, they were just doing a lot of things now, that a lot of people do today, like people committing idolatry, all this witchcraft stuff, um, and the Aiden, the gamer, YT, yeah, he says that the entire music industry is being hacked, and the music industry also they doing a lot of witchcraft too. That's what it is now. If you look at music back then, it's totally different from what it is now. You got like all these people doing all this dark stuff and all these symbolisms and everything, and you got all these other underground, the new underground artists and stuff. The reason I know because I used to listen to it and I quit listening to it because I didn't feel right when I was listening to it, but I felt convicted about it and I no longer listen to it. But I'm glad that I had that awareness to know and understand what it was. And so yeah, like the people in these Israelites, they, they're going from one place to another place, and God trying to set them free. And yeah, they're like you got these people, even with all the way back to King Pharaoh, like he had people who did magic for him, and you got all these Israel was just a place where like the Lord just, he was just trying to bring the plagues out. He was just, like destroying the whole Egypt finna get destroyed. Like the Baby Sheik said yeah, music the tough one for a lot of people to let go. Yeah, it is for real. Like I'm telling you, like I be addicted to the music. I be like man, like waiting on my favorite artist to come out, and then he just so happen to pop up, and it just or whoever drops. It's like it's a certain thing with the music because music is energy. So anytime somebody, release any type of music, whether it's on a radio station or say you out in public, those frequencies is what makes you, want to dance to the music. That's how they influence people to like certain things. It's not just the beat, it's like how the beat was made and what's in it, and it's all those frequencies and stuff like that. All those like when you go to a music studio, a lot of times when I'm in the studio, um, in the past, and I seen other artists that I was like for me when I was doing videography, I would see them like put all the little waves and all the little effects they got to do, and all the dot tones. A lot of the stuff is like hertz. I think the music we listen to now, that far that you people hear in like clubs and the radio stations and other places, I think the music is like 444 hertz, and that's what they play a lot. Um, I was told, far as like the other frequency that's better to listen to, is like 432 hertz. And I was even told and found out that they have an app for that. But I don't, never change it. I don't never, put my music on the other app. I just kind of listen to what I listen to now. But so much stuff's changed now, and that's why, with them, like God is constantly giving them these instructions because they wasn't listening. For people in the past that wasn't listening at all. So yeah, it was just yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's it. I used to say, yeah, I ain't trying to get it even. I had to listen to it there. Ah, yeah, yeah, true. Most definitely. Yeah, yeah, for real. You ain't lying. Like, man, I just, like you said, I just turn that app on. I don't care about what frequency long. long as my ears still attached and sound good, hey, that's all that matter to me, you know. So yeah, he said don't want to overcomplicate life. Yeah, 'cause if people realize everything that's really going on, or they actually knew all the information, like they just say, what is that thing where they show like what's everything is like a bunch of codes or something like that. I don't know how, the concept of it yet or how they do it, but then again, at the same time, um, let me put let's see. Um, let me hold on. Let me put the question. No, but as I'm doing this, let me see any questions. Yeah, but nah, I think like for example, I got a piece of chicken here. Actually, I got a rotisserie chicken. Even though it's already cooked, the thing about it is, it's like okay, this has like certain benefits. They got certain things that's already in it that they already got like certain things in it that's gonna affect me, whether it's, good or whatever chemical they use. Like that's already done. I'm gonna actually show you like it's already done. Like a whole big piece of chicken that I've been eating on. And so I'm finna demolish it again. But the thing is, like you got that, you got what else? You got like certain like material, like even though we see the finished product already, basically those things still um I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to get to and say is everything has a lot of information already within it. Uh and so that's exactly like what they were trying to show. I think it's in the movie Matrix or something like that. Um but I think most of it, you know what I'm talking about, uh Baby Sheep. He cause I know in far as with one of the films, or I think it was a TV show, they were talking about that. They were talking about like how everything is posed. Like I think what it was, I know what it is now. It wasn't a movie or nothing. It was a video on YouTube, and they were talking about um how codes, like I guess somebody looked through a telescope or something, and it was like very very small telescopes, like they looked through a wall, and something about they looked at a wall of the telescope, and then they realized that that it actually had like very tiny code and numbers inside the wall. I don't know that's for everywhere, but like very tiny codes that they scanned. I think it was like a laser or something. He sent the laser towards a wall or something, and then inside that laser, uh, like seeing like very like microscopic numbers, which is kind of wild. So it just shows you like everything we around it contains information. But yeah, I wish I can find it. But yeah, y'all got any questions? Any questions y'all want to add? Yeah, the Matrix, the only thing. Yeah, for real. Let me see. Yeah, but yeah, this yeah, the Matrix is like one of those movies. Like they made that movie one time and it kind of just showed the world like, hey, this is what we in. Like but yeah, it's one of those things I need to see because it just reminded me of another movie that I do want to watch. It's I want to watch um the documentary on Antarctica. So that's currently what I'm trying to research now. Um, they talk a lot about DaVinci Code and Matrix and all this other stuff, but one thing that they is trying to keep away from us is this whole thing about Antarctica, and I'm trying to like, do more digging and research on it based on the stuff that I know. But they ain't gonna never try to reveal any type of info. Yeah. And Artica, they got all them beans and stuff. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, they Artica over there, they got so much stuff going on and so much stuff they trying to hide. Let me see. Let me see. He said, yeah, yeah, the color of the night. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm uh, I'm finna get off right now too. But um, but yeah, I just sure appreciate you getting on every time I get on. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna keep it going. Yeah, cause I'm getting tired too. I was definitely getting tired. Um, I didn't want to get on here, get the Bible study out the way, cause I know I'm gonna do it again tomorrow, probably after Bible study. I'm gonna try to be there and see. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it going. I know I owe y'all like another Bible study video, but we're just gonna let everything ride out. Y'all check out my new video post I just did for the cookout. And tomorrow, what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna read everybody the new As Above So Below script. I'm actually read the whole entire scenes out. Probably give y'all like an episode, so y'all will be hearing me read movies. Like I'm gonna start doing live commentary from actually the book. But if I do the book, it might be a little longer. Um, but if I do the book, it might be a little longer. But if I start reading y'all these other movie scenes from the podcast, the Christian Thriller podcast that I got as a bus below, then y'all gonna definitely be in for a treat. So I might start that tomorrow, just so I can go ahead and just start doing it. And then I'm still gonna add Bible study stuff on top. But y'all gonna, you know, be on the lookout for that. But hey, I pray everybody have a blessed night. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all support. It means so much to me. All right, peace.